Alright, hello YouTube. This is a first place deck profile for Virtual World Halq Fibrax, like Fiber Turbo and stuff. This was first place at a double prosperity tournament, so he won double prosperity. And yeah, you can take it away.
Alright, yeah, as you said, this was my first place VW list. Yeah, I guess there's nothing else to say besides this is Halq Turbo. And let's get into it. To start off, we're playing the standard ratios for the virtual world names. So 3 Lulu, 3 Lala, 3 Gigi, 3 Lily, and the 2 Nian. There's nothing really to explain here besides like they're all good to draw besides this. And I guess the only notable thing is that Lulu and Lily are both have a 600 defense, which I think you might know what that means. But yeah, continuing on, um, I played a Draconet package. I played 3 Draconet and 1 Flameful Guard. I played this because I didn't have the Punk package at the time, and this was fine. Uh, Draconet lets you summon Flameville Guard from the deck, and this is basically how you get to your Halq line. I could go ahead and show a combo at the end of the profile, but this card is really good. Also, Cyber Switch means you can play Sign Up Mining, which isn't too horrible in this deck since discarding isn't as bad in this deck as it is in other decks. Next for the bricks, we're playing Destrudo, Snow, O1, and Cultwing. You pretty much have to play all of these. Um, there would be a Scythe in here instead of this, but I didn't have Scythe at the time, so I had to make do with what I had to make do with. Um, but yeah, there's nothing really to say here. Destrudo helps you make Baron, and Snow is an interruption, and these two are pretty mandatory, especially with the extra deck. And then for hand traps, 3 Lancia, 2 Ash. I'll be honest, these underperformed like heavily since I barely saw these, and Lancia really only came up once during round 1 versus another VW deck. But yeah, I would probably increase the hand trap count once I get the punk stuff and stuff. Make it 50. The spells, your best card. This helps you with going second immensely since you can turn off literally anything. This helps you out Apo. It forces out Zeus and DPE. Um, yeah, or if you open Lulu with this, which is full combo, you just activate Chuche, and I think you know where that goes. Next, 3 King Long. This card is the Rhoda of the deck. It also is the reason why Kowloon is a really good card, because you could banish 1 virtual world card from your graveyard, target a monster in the field, and negate its effects. It helps you fuel Chuche, and it's also really good at discard off of Sign Up Mining. Next, 3 E-Tilly. This card should not have come off the ban list. This is a really good card. Your main target is Nian most of the time, but if your Draconet does get negated, you just E-Tilly Lulu, and you're pretty much good to go from there. Next, we play 3 Sign Up Mining. This helps you search Draconet. This discards a card. This is a really good card to draw, especially with King Long. And yeah, there's no complaints about this. For the final 2 spells, we played 1 Called by and 1 Desires. Even with Desires at 1, I still wanted to play it because it would be this was my 44th card. And since I usually don't care about what I banish, since I could just return it with Nian, we're fine. And then Called by was trying to use it. I was mainly trying to use this against hand traps, but I mainly used it against Scythe. But yeah, no complaints there. And for the traps, we played double of the Chuche, one of the Janwu. Nothing much to say. I never drew Janwu at all today. It was pretty cool. And then Chuche actually has a graveyard effect, apparently. This helps you level modulate, which is great when you're trying to make Baron. But yeah, the main deck was 44 cards. Pretty huge, but I didn't want to see my bricks. So yeah, for extra deck, we're playing this because we're playing the Cupid pitch line, which is right here. And this line basically helps the deck do what it wants to do, which is secret spam. And it also lets you play non-engine to help you. It lets you play non-engine to let you basically one card combo into this. And Cupid Pitch searches the virtual world name that you need. For the synchros, we got one Barone. Barone makes going second a lot easier. It also is part of your main combo end board, since this is an Omni Gate, and usually you would Scythe Lock your opponent with this, but in this version, we just play this as a negate. It's really good. It also pops a card, which is why it's good going second. Really love this card. Next, we have one Savage. You make this during your combo. It's just another Omni Gate for going first. There's nothing really much to say about Savage. For your obligatory level 9s, we got the Vermil and we got the Shen Shen. Shen Shen is part of your end board, but it can also be really good against certain matchups. And Vermilion, in theory, helps you unclog hands, or it's really good in the back row matchup. I never really made this, but it was an alright card, I guess. Wouldn't really want to change it. For the level 6s, we played Charge Warrior, Coral Dragon, and Juju. You use almost all of these cards during your combo, since they are level 6, and you usually use Cupid Pitch's effect to reduce it to level 3, so that you can make one of these. Juju is usually the one you make if you do not open something like Kowloon or Kinglong, or like E-Telly, since this would give you a target for the Lulu or Lala, or not Lala, Lily to target. These cards are insane going second. Well, all of these cards are actually, because this helps you clear back row decks. This helps you clear the back row matchup. This helps you pop a card. And this basically attacks all of your special summon monsters. But yeah, nothing really much to say there other than that, because they're really good cards. For the Xyz, I did play Xyz in this variant. I played one Zeus. I played the one M7, the one Fan. These are pretty standard. I never made any of these because there just really wasn't a need to. Might cut these in the future, besides maybe the Fan since it's DPE theoretically. But yeah, really underperformed. This card also really underperformed, but it's there because it's an easy spot removal option. And the last card in the extra deck being Beatrice. This card basically makes its deck function as much as Cupid Pitch and Halq does, since this is what you dump your Snow and your Destrudo off of. If you do end up opening Destrudo, you just dump your missing follow-up preset you need, and you're pretty much good to go. For the side deck, we have 3 Godarla. This card, my side deck was really poorly equipped, since I was maining the Lancia, which was a very last-minute decision, but this card is good against the Flunder matchup, against the Strecker matchup, and against, like, DPE, I guess, and Dragoon, even though Dragoon is decreasing in popularity. I just wanted to have something to out the barrier statue. Next, one Pink. Pink is good in the back row matchups. It's also good against Scythe, simply because it's a big body that you can use to beat over things and out things. It's really good. Nibiru. I never really had the chance to use this card today because I never drew it. But this card is definitely feeling a lot more mandatory now, since there's a lot of 60 card piles that just don't respect this card. For spells, Dark Ruler, Cosmic, nothing really to say here. This helps you beat certain boards and the combo matchups. This also helps you turn off the Flunder board. This helps you turn off almost all of the boards that aren't Scythe decks. This helps you out Scythe decks. This helps you out Floodgates. This is also your Eldritch answer. And for the rest of the cards, we have 3 Judgment. I needed a going first card to side. I decided Judgment was a call simply because this deck, as you could probably tell, does not like the likes of Dark Ruler, and it's just really annoying. This card kind of solves that problem, and then we play one red reboot for the combo matchup. Really good. Never drew it, but it is definitely at one for a reason. And now for a little combo tutorial. The combo really only needs the Draconet and the Kowloon. We could just use 4 discards. Just the 3 Lantia, I guess, as the rest of your hand. So the main combo of this deck is again just Draconet, so we can go ahead and show it. So you will normal summon Draconet, you'll use its effect to special summon the guard. You'd special summon guard. You would then use these for Fibrax. You'd use these for the Fibrax. You would then go effect of the Fibrax, summon the double one. Great. You'd summon the double one. And then after that, you'd do the Auroradon thing. You'd go Auroradon. You would summon your 3 tokens. You'd trigger the O1, summon back. And then you'd use these for the Cupid Pitch effect to reduce its level by 1 to make it a level 3. And then you'd go Auroradon effect, pop, summon, and then you'd go effects, summon the 2. And then you'd summon the O1 back. Then you would use the Cupid Pitch and one of the tokens to go into Charge Warrior. Doesn't really matter what you draw off of the Charge Warrior. Since you pretty much have the full combo here. But what does matter is the Cupid Pitch effect, which forces your opponent to take 1,000 damage, or not 1,000 damage, 100 damage per level of the synchros used as Synchro Tier 4. So this being level 6, your opponent would take 600, and then you would search Lulu. In this instance, since you do have the Kowloon, you would activate the Kowloon, grabbing the Chuche. You then activate Lulu, target the Chuche. You dump the King Long. Would search the Gigi. You then turn these 2. Since this is now a level 7 due to it gaining 3 levels off of this and the O1, which is a level 1, for a Borreload Savage Dragon. And then you would use Savage Dragon effect to equip. This is now an Omni Negate that your opponent has to worry about. Next, you would use the GG effect in hand, target the Lulu, summon, dump Jean-Wu. Next, you would use this on the token for the Coral Dragon. You would then overlay into Beatrice effects, detach, sending the Destrudo. Definitely your best card in the deck. Next, you would go Lala effects. Or, no, never mind. You go King Long effect. Sorry, I'm used to having Lala in hand. Search the Lala. Then you discard a card. Doesn't matter what you discard as long as it's not a good card in your hand. So you add the Lala. We can just discard one of the Lancias. And then we would go Lala, target the Gigi. Dump the Chuche to summon. You can summon back, but usually I would refrain against it. But to show you the full combo of the deck, we're just going to summon back. No, we're not going to summon back. I am sorry. We are going to activate the Destrudo Engrave, target this, the GG to make it level 4. Then we can activate the Chuche Engrave. Banish target, make it a level 6. Turn these two into a Barone. And next we can go Jean Wu Effect Engrave, Banish to summon the Juju and discard another card. And you turn these two into Shen Shen. After this, you're effectively going to pass. You're going to resolve the Juju to add it back. And during your opponent's standby phase, just whenever before the main phase, you're going to use this to dump the Fairy Tale Snow. And now with this end board, you have the True Chain, which pops a card but is banished due to the Shen Shen. You have two Omni Negates. You have follow up for days. You have the follow up with the Lulu, and you have Snow Engrave to go ahead and book a card. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the profile. Thank you for having me on your channel, and yeah,